Well, good morning. Finally the water sender has arrived. Here's the gauge that goes with it. Let's put a bit of light on. That's better. There's the gauge that goes with it. You get some bolts and a gasket, and you get the sender itself, which is this unit here. Basically, as the water fills up, that goes up and it tells you the tank's full, and then it goes down as the water goes down, and it shows you how much you've got on the gauge, so it's not on all the time. I purchased this little button, so basically what you do, it's off to start with, then when you want to see how much water you got, you just click that button, wait a few seconds, the gauge goes up, it tells you how much water you got in. When you release it, it goes back down, so it turns the power off. So I'm fitting that today. It's not going to be the easiest of jobs. What I'm going to do is fit the gauge. The gauge is going to go there with the switch next to it, and the water tank is under there. So I've got to run some wires up the back of the bed here. Got to take the fridge out to start with, so I've got room. I'm hopefully going to put it into the cap, the top part, where you can unscrew in the tank. And this water tank is only for the shower. My fresh water is under there, which is 15 litres, and I always just put fresh water in that. But for showering, obviously, I just use you know, hose pipe water and whatnot. So I'll get back to you in a bit. I've got to get some tools out, and I'll show you the progress as we go. There's only 2 wires on this. One of the wires, the blue, is the ground, and that's the signal wire. And on the back of this, there's a ground. You put the signal wire, a ground, and the live. And then obviously the live has this switch in between it to turn it on and off. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, so I've got the lid off. This is the unscrew lid that I'm going to use, because if anything goes wrong I can replace this lid. I can't replace a whole tank. So what I've got to do, I've got to find my hole saw kit, and I've got to drill out or cut out a hole that big for that to go through. So basically that will sit through the top of that. There you go, that will sit through the centre of that and in, and then obviously the gasket will go there, and some sealant as well. You can seal that to it. Okay, so I've got my hole saw piece here. That's for the sender unit there, but I need a 52mm one for this, and I don't think I've got one without hunting. I'm not sure the size of this one, there's no numbers on it. Oh, here we go, 38mm. So I've basically got to drill a 38mm in the centre of that to start with. Then I can mount the actual sender unit. So that's the first job. There's the first bit to this. We put the arbor piece, which is this bit here, into the hole saw piece, which is 38mm. We then drill with the drill through the top of this. I've put it on top of the box so I don't go through the sink. So the first thing is to drill this through. Right in the centre, there's a little pip there, so that's handy. Seem to have a rather blunt drill bit there, won't even drill through plastic. Ah, there we go. Right, now the other little bit. There we go. A little hoover out in a minute. There's our hole in the centre, and what happens now is to allow that bit through, we pop that through, then we put the gasket on there as well, and we fix that basically in there like that. Once I've got that glued and screwed down, I will get back to you. Then it's basically wiring and cutting the hole for the receiver, not the sender. Okay, so I've been to the shop, bought these little nuts and bolts because I needed the nuts. These were £2 from Poundland, just to basically, it come with the screws, but it didn't come with the nuts, which is strange. So I've bolted that in there. I've sealed around the inside as well. These are stainless steel, by the way, they won't rust. So that sender unit now is fitted to the top. So the next job, and I use this stuff, which is, if you can read it, it's clear and it's a turbo one. It sticks, it bonds, and you can use it in water. So that's why I thought I'd use that one. Next, another thing I bought was this, another hole saw kit, because I didn't have the one that I needed. So I've now got a new hole saw kit as well, to fit this gauge, which is going around about there, and it will have the little switch which I showed you earlier next to it. That's a 60. Tell me it's not going to have the right size. Yeah, that one. That one, but bored out a little bit bigger. That would be that. So that, as you can see there, is the hole size for the gauge. So what I'm going to do is put this here. So I've got a big gap behind there, and I'll put the tray at the bottom there, stop any sawdust going all down the back, so it's less clearing up. So I think we'll go for it here, right there. So here we go. And over. Typical, my battery's going, but it should get through. again. Oh, there we go. And there it is. There's the hole for the gauge. Right, now join the wires. Put some heat shrink on them. That is now going to get screwed back under here into that hole there. And that's this part of the job done. Under here. Okay, progress. We've got the wires now. That's the earth wire, that's the signal wire. I've got to bring a wire up from down here for my live to the back as well. But I've just got to ream this out a bit more because it's just not quite the right size. And if I'd have used the bigger one, this would have gone right through. So just got to ream that out a little bit more with a file, and we should be good. Right, I didn't film anymore because it was wiring and it was so complicated. It's in. I've got it glued in at the minute because I can't fit the actual bit on the back either because this is too thick, so the screw bit don't fit. So I'm just gluing that in. But you hold that, if you watch the little needle there, and then it shoots up to tell you how much you got in your tank. Then when you let go, it turns it off. So that is all done. I'm just clearing up the debris and the mess now. But yeah, that's done, so that's good. I know I've got just over half a tank in my water tank now, so when I fill it up I'll know I'll have a full tank. When we've had a shower I can push it a few seconds and then it goes, there you go, that's how much you've got. The backlight in it I couldn't get to work, it stayed on permanent. I don't know why. I did put it between the switch, but for some reason it was staying on all of the time. So I'm not worried about the backlight anyway. The main thing is I know what water I have got or what water I haven't got. So hello, where I am. Yeah, so another little job done in Jenny. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Since I named her last week, and I knew I was going to call her Jenny anyway. Every single one of them's called Jenny, just like they're all called Jenny. There she is. She got her name. I did her in orange this time. And there she is. She's all named. So yeah, anyway, please like that good stuff. Hope this helped. I will actually just show you before I go, so you know what I'll show you the wiring. All these come with this. It was a kit that I got off eBay. It was £34, and basically it shows you the size of the hole you need, which is 52mm. And it shows you where the wires go onto the back of the gauge. This is your sender unit, and it tells you which numbers go to what to do what on it. So yeah, if you need one, they're on eBay. I can give you the eBay number if you need it. It did take just over a week to get here because I think they do come from China, but they do work. I've had one before and it worked fine. So okay. Catch you all soon, on the road soon, more adventures coming. Bye for now.